flu. Oh, it's not like they're just out of Dallas, my friend. They're catching. Yeah, but Dallas is contagious.
Kyrie had 41 and a foul with 1 point.
What are you doing, Kyrie? What are you doing, Kyrie? Because of Kyrie. It was really like
we've just been losing tough ones. Emotionally draining. But at the same time, we're professional. So I think the fun part of it is, we still have a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel where we can still sneak in. But at the same time, I'm at peace with just our effort. With spurts throughout the games, we just
between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Luckily, I had the Lakers in my back pocket this story.
Wentz first play going right to the air.
And it's self-inflicted. Do you know?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
6 and 4. They were the 4th seed out there. They were the 4th seed. And in a
shotgun now for Wentz. Gets this out to Spiller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. That will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Unfortunately, that's not where we're at.
They'll try to run for it. He's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced for their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing. Let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, Wentz. Oh, it stays up. Slot buddy can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
No score after 1 on EA. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Here's Wentz to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second and 3. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting... Every snap, it felt like they had to try and keep him upright.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
That's a gain of 3.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And some space here. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back. So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Divine Diablo. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is. And often.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wentz going to throw. He gets this out to Spiller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Throwing is Wentz. He's got it. It's Spiller. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll run here with Spiller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Wentz now on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 2.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
76 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Wentz. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Wentz. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw is Wentz. It's caught on the right side, Williams. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll drop to throw. Gets this to Waller, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Now get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Left is Watkins. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
A shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And a Penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.